Hi there, I'm Andy Vargo, and I'm here to help you own your awkward. That's right, own your awkward. Don't just get over it. What is that thing that you're self-conscious about, that you're nervous about, and that makes you feel bad when you walk into a room full of people?
So here I was, an abused kid, and that, if you had taken up my shirt, my whole back was black and blue, right?
Oh my God.
And this teacher just sees a kid that's peed himself a little bit, drew attention to it. The whole room laughed at me. So I was a kid that was fat. I had a speech impediment, a Kansas accent, growing up in Chicago now, right? And I was badly beaten, and I just peed myself, and like on my second day in a new school. And one of the things that have most taught me is this, is that you never know what's beneath the shirt. You know what I mean? And when somebody does something, anything, whether they're peeing their pants or saying something stupid, reacting in anger, trying to rip somebody off, they're doing so for a reason. And things like this always made an indelible impact on me, right? And it always made me aware of finding the why before I speak, before you criticize.
Owning your awkward is about taking that thing and making it work for you. Not just getting over it so that you can deal with it and hide it, but making it propel you into your most successful life.
It turned out, and this was another hard thing for me to do, it turned out that I realized that I could be empowering for other people. Andy, I would tell you how great you are and how great you're going to be, and I would see it in you in an instant. But for myself, I would come home and I would say, you didn't do this right, and and I would have all that negative self-talk. And you know what? No one would have known it. I hid it. No one would have known that. So when I finally figured it out, I figured out that I had this person inside of me, and I had tears streaming down my face because I didn't like what this person was saying. I would never be friends to this person. My husband's sitting on the couch, and he's like, what's going on? It took me a box of chocolates to get through writing out all the bad stuff, right? I felt like in the Harry Potter movie where you eat chocolate to feel better after the Dementors.
Owning your awkward is just that. It's owning it and making it work for you.
I've always used humor as a crutch. I've always used it as something to fall back onto myself against bullying back in the day. Or in business-like scenarios where I realized, oh my God, I'm so underqualified for either the position I was in at the time or the situation I was faced with. So I always used humor as a tool to either get me out of something or, to turn on that self-deprecation humor to have everybody go, Brian did something funny about themselves, and then hopefully they lose interest, move on to the next person like a scamper back into the forest and go hide under a rock. So that type of awkwardness, that type of pain or stuff that I slowly but surely turned into a tool to use to help benefit me in my career. Always plan somebody as an opportunity last. It's a person first and opportunity second. And if you can make them laugh while doing that, the whole experience gets better. You close more business when you're making them laugh.
Owning your awkward is when you use that thing that you're trying to get over, that you're self-conscious about, and you use that as a springboard and a platform towards your success.
Almost everything we do in life will get bigger, hopefully mature and all that, right? But there's one thing that never really matures, and that's your emotions. So if the first time you ever got angry was like when you were 2 years old, and so that same initial anger, anytime you get angry, you're going to feel that same sensation as if you were 2 years old. So that explains a lot why, you hear people say, gosh, I acted like I was 5, or like the first time you ever were betrayed was by a friend in, in elementary school, and you have this ripping your heart out, and then, you have a coworker that, you feel betrayed you now as an adult, and then you feel that same sensation, and you're like, what the heck? It's because that first initial emotion never actually matures. What matures is the way you respond to that emotion, because you're able to talk yourself down because now you're an adult.
Your awkwardness can propel you into the future if you learn to use it right.
If you dwell on anything long enough and it becomes a fearful thing, which fear is nothing to be afraid of. But you will dwell on it, and it will cause you, have ulcers or whatever. And it's like, no, just get over it. Fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real, and it's not real. So get over it and do it anyway.
No, that's exactly true.
It doesn't matter whether you do something or not physically. Either one of those is an action. Whether you're afraid of fear, that's an action. Whether you go forward, whether you're afraid or not, that's still an action. So you might as well go for the positive, because you're still making an action somewhere along the way. So move forward.
Exactly.
Don't fall backwards. If you're going to fall face first. That way it's quicker and easier to get up. You're closer to your mark.
The Own Your Awkward podcast is all about having someone different on every week who shares something that they've had to get over and deal with in their life to own their awkward and get to where they are today. Be sure to check out the latest episodes on awkwardcareer.com. Let's get real, folks. I'm awkward as hell, but I own it. Do you?